and welcome to another Saudi Arabia coronavirus update. Today is March 30th. It is 5:30 p.m. and it's time to go over some of the new news in the kingdom about COVID-19. So we're going to start with the new infections, the new confirmed cases today. Saudi Arabia went up by 154 cases. And the world went up by about 62,000. So Saudi Arabia's total count is 1453, not a great year. And the world's count is about 746,000 right now. And of these new 154 cases in the kingdom, 40 were in Mecca, 34 in Dammam, 22 in Riyadh, 22 in Medina, 9 in Jeddah, 1 in my city, Khamis Mushait. We are at 5 cases total now, and 1 case in Samta, and a bunch of other cases in a few other cities around the kingdom. Now, why do I mention 1 case in Samta? That's because Samta is about 5 miles, like 7 kilometers from the Yemen border. It's even closer to Yemen than Najran is. And Najran is about, 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers. So the worry here is that because of the war, or the conflict, whatever you want to call it, going on in Yemen, that there might be somebody who is infected, who crosses the border, whether it's a Saudi citizen or a mercenary or anyone, or a smuggler, anyone else, and it seems like once it gets to Yemen, it's pretty much game over for the region. And in retaliation for the missile strikes, or the attempted missile strikes, Saudi Arabia intercepted them about 36 hours ago over Riyadh and Jazan, not far from Yemen. Saudi Arabia launched their own airstrikes on military academies and military bases in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, which is being held by the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels right now. So I think it was 19 missiles, could be wrong on that, but the counterattack is always stronger than the attack, and we'll see where it goes from there. There's always new developments going on. Now, if we just take a break for a second to just mention this war, or the civil war, it's a very complicated situation, and I encourage you to look it up on your own to find out some of the closer details. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, that's right. In September, the Iranian-backed Houthi militias, they basically stopped attacking, they stopped launching missiles anyway, I should say, at Saudi Arabia after the September 12th attack on the oil facilities in, I forget how to say it, Al-Bukaik. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, but a big giant oil refinery strike that you probably heard about last September. And it seemed like, since the situation got so tense after that attack, that everyone was just kind of like scared into peace for a while. And it seems like now, with the coronavirus and the oil price war going on, that and the possibility of a UN-backed ceasefire in that conflict, that some of the militia members in Yemen have seized the opportunity to put the kibosh on the peace deal. And of course, we'll always find out more about that as time goes on. Other news, always something going on. Every day I think, am I going to have enough to talk about? But then I get, I read the news for the day, I get some more research, and there's always something new. Oh, my hat, just take it off. All right. The government has ordered banks to start a 6-month lending program for businesses in the kingdom, because a lot of businesses are forced to close or are not making as much money because of the curfew or the lockdown, or people just don't want to go out. There is a generous lending program provided for businesses. Bank charges have been suspended, and all customers are being refunded for any kind of travel bookings that they made before all of this chaos happened. So that's a nice thing. The King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, they pledged to donate $10 million to the WHO, the WHO, the World Health Organization. They did that weeks ago, but yesterday, or was it today? Yesterday or today, they formally signed an agreement. So that's very nice of them, and that the WHO will be getting some more money, which they definitely need. In other news, 300 Saudi citizens who returned to Saudi Arabia 2 weeks ago, they were put up in a 5-star Jeddah hotel for 2 weeks. It was probably quite nice. They were finally released from their entry quarantine, you can call it, and now they can go back to their families or their homes or wherever. So still waiting on that. I got another email again from the embassy today, the American embassy, that basically said, hold tight, we're still working on details for the flights. They didn't have to send an email. It didn't say anything new from the last email. Anyway, let's talk about oil for a second. Saudi Arabia pledged to increase their oil by 600,000 barrels of oil per day by May, bringing it to a grand total of about 10.6 million barrels total. And the UAE also pledged to increase their oil production by 1 million barrels per day next month in April, by just 2 days. And oil has fallen 8% to the lowest price internationally for a barrel of oil that the world has seen in 18 years. Storage facilities around the world are getting full up. Demand has gone way down because everyone's staying home, and the oil war continues. It seems like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are trying to put on a very strong face. Of course, they have very deep oil reserves, and they're trying to show Russia and America and all the other great oil producers of the world that they're not going to be the ones to blink. It's a big game of chicken. And Saudi Arabia, it costs them less to produce a barrel of oil, to get it out of the ground and store it, than any other country. So Saudi Arabia has the leverage in this economic, whatever you want to call it, conflict. Also, Saudi Arabia has pledged to import 1.2 million more tons of wheat next month. They are stocking up their strategic reserves of wheat and grains. They already have a strategic reserve of a little over 1 million tons of wheat, and I guess they're just trying to make sure that they ensure they have the food to feed the people during a prolonged lockdown situation, or quarantine, or whatever you want to call it, whatever this is. It's not really lockdown, it's just a curfew. There are still people out and about. As you can see, we still have about, 75 minutes till curfew. There's lots of people out and about. Potatoes are still there. People are still walking around. Some wearing masks, some not. Just a fun fact, I guess, I read, I saw it in a YouTube video, that Saudi Arabia is the world's leader in desalinating water. They have the most desalination water plants, or they produce the most desalinated water. That's where you take the ocean water and make it drinkable. And last story on the day today, King Salman, the King of Saudi Arabia, ordered medical treatment to be provided to all of those individuals in the kingdom who are overstaying their visas. Not to those who have been in the kingdom illegally for some reason, but to those who have to overstay their visa or are overstaying it because of the coronavirus. They can't leave the kingdom, or what have you. So that's all I have for today's episode. If you have any comments that you want me to answer, you know what to do. Please let me know in the comments below. And when I do an episode tomorrow, inshallah, I will answer some of them in the video or in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Stay home. Enjoy yourself. Drink lots of water. Get lots of sleep. I am making a few other videos. I think it will be 3 more videos. Not coronavirus vlogs, but other videos about the coronavirus that you can just keep your eye open for. I'll probably drop them within 2 weeks. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and all the rest.